What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? Today is Thursday, October 10th. We're 3 days away from our anticipated matchup against the Baltimore Ravens, and Jayden Daniels has done it again. Pepsi Zero Sugar, Rookie of the Week for the fourth time in 5 weeks. Sorry, Chicago Bears fans. Sorry, Caleb Williams. Tell your fans to get more active in the voting after a 238-yard passing performance, 82 on the ground, 320 total yards, one touchdown, had a touchdown drop, left meat on the bone, and still put up 34 points of offense versus a good Cleveland Browns defense. Jayden Daniels said, talk to him nicely. Fourth rookie of the week in 5 weeks so far. He is just racking them up and collecting them at this point. At this point, the rookie of the week should be called the Jayden Daniels rookie of the week, not the Pepsi Zero Sugar. Put his name in front of it at this point because he's going to win it every week. What's going on? How y'all feeling on a Thursday? Let's talk to him today. I was just booting up a video because I have some comments to make about Roquan Smith's comments about Jayden Daniels ain't seen a defense like ours yet. What's going on in the chat? What's good? What's good? What's good? We definitely got one. Locked in. The Bears fan. Hey, if you know any Chicago Bears fans, you checked on their sanctity and their safety today. Make sure that they are okay. Talk to us nicely. That's our quarterback. What's going on, Defiant One? What's going on, Rambler fam? They gonna be mad as hell. Dudes, girls, everybody. They gonna be super mad. The crown stays on the proper dome, and heavy is the head that wears it. JD5 adds to his illustrious list of accolades 5 weeks into the season. So that's 4 Pepsi Zero Sugar Rookie of the Week's award. That's FedEx Aaron Ground Player of the Week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and a Nickelodeon MVP award. He's in the MVP race. He's atop the Rookie of the Year race, and he has Washington atop the NFC East for another week, sitting at 4-1. What is food? The Baltimore Ravens pass defense. That's the food I want to talk about today. Bears fans they're punching air and throwing karate kicks at nothing like that one meme right now. JD5 is that guy. They ain't seen a QB like Jayden Daniels yet, and that's what I have to say. Jared said, my wife is a Bears fan. Go ahead and send this text to her 100 times. To my homie LJ that be watching, Mad Hatter Commander, send this to your wife 20 times as well. Send it to every Bears fan you know. Oh yeah, Ballmer said they blowing us out. Yeah, they think they're blowing us out on Sunday. They're looking past us. Their fans and their players. Their coach is not. John Harbaugh sounds concerned. No Diddy Chicago fan said some stuff about JD5 to me yesterday. They say all kinds of shit. Hopefully they said something with some sense. These boys, I seen a podcast with like 10 subscribers talking crazy. They said Jayden Daniels is Justin Fields. They are coping hard in Chicago right now. Y'all, man, can't even win Rookie of the Week. Can't relate. Can't relate. So Roquan pretty much said we're 15-2 the last 17 times we've seen rookie quarterbacks. And while he's electric when he gets out in the run and shit like that, Jayden Daniels hasn't seen a defense like Baltimore yet. Since I was going to do it in a video, fuck it, we might as well get to it right now. So Baltimore, Jayden Daniels hasn't seen a defense like Baltimore's yet. That defense is currently 19th in total defense, 31st against the pass. 31st against the pass. That stands out to me. I'm going to say that one more time. They are the second worst team in the league against the pass. Number 31. And that's supposed to put fear in our hearts. That's supposed to put fear in the hearts of Jayden Daniels and the best offense in the league. Against the pass, they're giving up 8 yards a pass, 8 yards a pass. That's number 29th in the league. Passing yards a game, they're giving up 280 passing yards a game. 31st in the league. Gardner Minshew threw for 280 and walked them down from a 10-point deficit on their field in week 2. They're giving up 25 points a game, number 26 in the league. Red zone scoring percentage, 25th in the league. They're giving up touchdowns 66% of the time where opposing offenses get on their side of the field. Their rush defense, however, is what balances it out. They're giving up 3 yards a carry. They're only giving up 60 rush yards a game. And I see people saying, so we're going to have to pass it on them. We're not going to switch up the game plan at all on them. They haven't seen a rushing attack like Washington's yet. Dallas has no run game. The Chiefs have an okay run game. The Bills have an okay run game. The Bengals do not have a run game. The Raiders do not have a run game. We don't have to switch up anything we're doing to acquiesce to what Baltimore adds defensively. They're stout against the run versus scrubs. The defense we played against last week was better than the defense we're playing again this week. I'm going to say that again. The Browns defense coached by Jim Schwartz is a better defense in 2024 than this Ravens defense. So my retort to Roquan Smith is, y'all ain't seen a Bama like Jayden Daniels yet. Y'all ain't seen a Jayden Daniels on the schedule yet. I know y'all play Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, but you're talking about a guy that's as lethal on the ground than he is through the air, and he's a pass-first guy. You know what the Ravens' coverage grade against scrambling quarterbacks is? They're 24th in the league. They have a 57 grade coverage grade against scrambling quarterbacks. They're sixth in play. They're sixth in plays of 15 yards or more. They're giving up big plays on a consistent basis. You know what Jayden Daniels does? He makes plays. He gets first down. He's number 1 in the league finding first downs on scrambles, and that's between passing on the run and running for a first down. He's had 16 first downs on scrambles this year. They're giving up big play after big play, and the archetype that gives the Ravens defense problems is a mobile quarterback. A quarterback that can scramble and extend the play with his legs. And it's irony that they struggle against that, considering they practice against one every single day in Lamar Jackson. JD5 gonna turn into Lamar into JD from Timu. We don't need to turn into nobody. JD5 needs to be himself. Our QB ain't played it good, and he's still getting trophies. He ain't even fry. He had a normal Jayden Daniels day. Looking forward to Sunday. My liver not so much. Don't drink too much now, Elizabeth. Don't drink too much. Dog, that one Bears podcaster saying he's Justin Field is a reason why podcast equipment should be more expensive. And at this point, I'm glad podcasts like that have no viewers. Like, it's a good thing he's talking to his buddies on screen and to the wall and has no audience, because we don't need to hear bullshit like that bloviated to a wider audience. Thank God. I swear, Brandon, Jayden Daniels for MVP on X, he got more viewers on that than they have combined viewers on that podcast channel. So we don't have to talk. Caleb has been cooking. He has. And still, their fans ain't got active enough to vote him Rookie of the Week. We're not worried about what's going on in Chicago. We'll see them a couple weeks from now. Being compared to Lamar, so who would you compare him to? I would compare Jayden Daniels to Jayden Daniels. I don't want to hear any comps for him. He's himself. He's the first of his type. He can run, but he can pass. He wants to pass first, but he'll kill you with his legs. Soul-snatching ability to run on top of what he can do with his right arm. Look what he's doing on the run, baby. Look what he's doing on the run. He's created 16 first downs this year through his arm and legs scrambling and leaving the pocket. That is what Baltimore struggles against. He won it again. Them Bears fans, they should be mad at themselves because the fans vote for this shit. Tell y'all fans to get out and get active. Tell them to come outside and squabble. Tell them to press voting. They have fans. Tell them to step out and get active. Did you see where Pat McAfee named the Commies O-line? Did you see? What did he name them? Because I know AQ Shipley was on there absolutely praising Washington's O-line so far. Are we in assimilation? So the Ravens, Roquan Smith, we heard him. Jayden Daniels has not seen a defense like the Ravens yet. And what I say to that is, Roquan Smith, you have not seen an offense like the Commanders yet. Number one in points per game, 31 and a half per game. Number three in yards per game. This is the most efficient, this is the most balanced offense the Ravens defense has seen all year. And I know what everybody's going to run to. Look what they did to CJ Stroud twice last year. They were the first team to play against CJ Stroud in his rookie year and the last team to play against CJ Stroud in his rookie year. And they stymied him, held him to about 415 total passing yards and 0 touchdowns in 2 games. 400 yards, 0 touchdowns in 2 games combined for CJ Stroud. And to that, I say, Jayden Daniels is not CJ Stroud. Jayden Daniels is going to kill you in more than one ways. You have to pick your poison. What's with the straight brim, my boy? Yeah, I know. I need to bend it a little bit. It's a little starched right now. It's a little starched on the brim. You don't take the crown from beating up on Carolina. No, it's okay. I thought he was going to win it this week, but apparently their fans ain't get out there, get active, and vote for the boy. Louisville was not Defensive Player of the Week. They gave it to Xavier McKinney, who had an interception, a forced fumble, and a few tackles. He's playing like the best safety in the league, and it's the Green Bay Packers, so I can see why that was the case. Yes, sir. When the Commanders win this Sunday, we just got to keep the energy, keep balling, keep scoring, keep winning, and raising hell. I'm here for it. AQ had them first on the best O-line episode this week. Yes, sir. Best O-line in the – who would have thought? Look at us. Who would have thought we would be here right now? I think Luke gets his first touchdown. I think he gets in the end zone Sunday as well. The Ravens are talking bulletin board material. Karma. You saw what happened to Cam Taylor-Britt when he had something to say. You saw what happens when the Cardinals look past the Commanders. We love it here. Turning up on a Thursday morning. Raise hell. Fuck the Ravens. They're going to get all this JD5 air raid and ground and pound. This is the remix to the air raid. We're running that ball on these boys. They said Cliff ain't going to run the ball. Cliff got 13 rushing touchdowns for this offense. We had 14 rushing touchdowns in all of 2023. We already have 13 rushing touchdowns in 13 games so far. We're killing it right now. Hit the like button one time. Smash that like button, baby. I thought Caleb was going to win too. It is based on voting. So if the Bears fans care, they should vote. Tell them to come outside and get active. Locked On Ravens dude said they're going to completely shut down our running game. No, the fuck they're not. Like, people keep saying Washington's going to have to pass it a lot this week because they're not going to. No. What rushing attack have they played this season that's a threat? Isaiah Pacheco? Alexander Madison and Zamir White, Rico Doodoo in the Dallas Cowboys rushing attack. James Cook is solid. Zach Moss and Chase Brown. Who the fuck have they played in a run? They had a real running game. The only running game the Ravens have played against this year is on the other side of the field at practice every day because they haven't played against a real rushing attack yet. So Washington's not going to switch up their game plan at all. They got to battle with our big uglies up front, and they got to show us they can stop our run game. We're not changing what we're doing for the Ravens defense. Yeah, they get active. Yeah, they stack boxes. They'll show you a 7-man front. Kyle Van Noy going crazy this year. He has 6 sacks on the season so far. He has rejuvenated his career in Baltimore. Matabuke, dog. Roquan Smith, Trenton Simpson and company, dogs. Their safeties, Kyle Hamilton's a dog. Eddie Jackson and Marcus Williams are struggling on the back end. Just like guys make business decisions when Derrick Henry comes crashing through that second level, guys make business decisions when Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson Jr. run the ball. Jeremy McNichols as well. They're breaking tackles, and the big uglies up front are creating lanes. Why are we not going to play our game versus the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday? We have 3 starting caliber running backs. We are overpowered like shit. Not to mention the quarterback can run for 80 to 100 yards anytime he wants to. anytime he wants to. He was jogging up the sideline for a 40-yard gain last week. Y'all got to stop us too. Y'all got to stop us too. And that's what I keep trying to say to Ravens fan. Y'all can go ahead and keep talking that talk. That defense we played last week in Cleveland, the one that came to Northwest Stadium, they're playing better than Baltimore right now. Long time Rio. What up, Ant? I hope everything is going well. Keep it going with your videos. I hear your stuff while I go to work every day. Appreciate you, one of my day one subscribers. I hope the family's doing well. You might as well give him the award every week. I know they should call it the Jayden Daniels Rookie of the Week. Love CJ Stroud. He absolutely fried last year. He won this shit like twice. Our guy wins it every week, 4 out of 5 weeks of the season. NFC Offensive Player of the Week once. FedEx Aaron Ground Player of the Week once. Nickelodeon MVP. We stack awards here because they beat the Cowboys. So theoretically, if we beat them, we're better than the Cowboys. So let's walk down memory lane. Let's walk down memory lane and let's walk ourselves from week 1 to week 5 for the Baltimore Ravens. They lost week 1 versus the defending champs. We're not going to hold that against them. They lost by the hair of Isaiah Likely's big toe. They lost because this man got a long-ass big toe to the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 2, they play the Ravens. They get right game, right? They got the Raiders coming into Baltimore. Get right game. They're up 10 points with 10 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game to Gardner Minshew, Devontae Adams, Zamir White, and Alexander Madison. How does that game play out? They lose the lead, and Gardner Minshew comes back, walks them down in M&T Bank Stadium. They start the season 0-2. Since then, they've been going crazy. They beat Dallas, but that vaunted Baltimore defense, who had a 28-6 lead on Dallas, ended up letting Dallas get back in the game and have a chance to win the game late. They only ended up winning by a field goal. Up 28-6 on Dallas, they only ended up winning 28-25. Dak Prescott over 340 yards and a couple touchdowns that day. And then they play Buffalo. Dominated them. Their most dominating performance of the season. They made Josh Allen look like Sam Howell, and they ran on him. They passed on him, and they didn't allow Josh Allen to throw for 200 yards that night. So, okay, Baltimore's defense is back. That Ravens culture we're used to that was originated by Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and company, Terrell Suggs, T. Sizzle, and all those players, Bullware. And then the next week, they play the most fun game we've seen in 2024 so far versus the Cincinnati Bengals, 41-38, where Joe Burrow goes for almost 400 yards, 5 touchdowns versus the Baltimore Ravens defense. Marlon Humphrey was getting burnt all day, but ended up catching an interception late in the game. So through 5 weeks, I see an opportunistic defense. I see a defense that goes all out to stop the run, but I see a defense that does not put any fear in my fucking heart on Sunday. Line them up and run the fade. Line them up and run the fade with us. Y'all got to stop us, baby. Opponents will begin to target Jayden. Players get jealous when other players are enjoying success. Tell them bring it. Tell them bring it. Oh, how the talk is way different from years past. Talk to him, Queen Sheen. Talk to him, Queen Sheen. I just don't like when we blow out the previous team. They say we wasn't good, but when the Ravens play them and beat them, the Ravens beat a good team. And that's okay. The media, the fan talk, the bullshit, it's all going to adjust as we keep it moving, though. Comamnders production, like where your head at, though? Yes, sir. Trophies piling up. I got Jayden for 233, 97 rushing, 3 total touchdowns. I got 400 total yards between passing and rushing. I got over 300 passing yards, and whatever the dividend that gets him to 400 total yards and 3 total touchdowns on Sunday. Smash that like button like my boy Charles said. I hope you and the family are well. I hope everybody who's in the area of Hurricane Milton in the Florida region, I hope everybody's fine over there. Roquan Smith said, we're not ready for that defense. Jayden wins Rookie of the Week again for the 4th time in 5 weeks. It feels good. That under 18.5 spread for Washington looking good at 3,500. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Our defense only needs to be meh for us to win. B Moore is cooked. I know what B Moore does on offense. They're gonna tote that rock. The best two rushing teams in the league. Offensively, the Ravens present a lot of problems. Derrick Henry has turned back the clock, and he looks like the high school kid that ran for like 100,000 yards and 100 touchdowns and like hundreds of touchdowns in college. This dude was running for 4,400 in high school back in the day. 4,400, 100 touchdowns in a season type shit. He looks like that again. Washington's defense has turned up the last 2 weeks. Oh, but Rio, it's against the Cardinals and the Browns. Oh, you mean the same Cardinals that beat the 49ers last week? You mean them? Okay. Any good performance our defense puts out on that field, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Ryan Poles and Bears fans are punching in the air right now. Caleb been hooping though. We'll see if that continues in London this week, but we out here. I hope they keep underestimating all the way to the NFC Championship game. I hope they keep sleeping on us too. I love when they count us out. Oh yeah, they're going to run Derrick Henry till his legs lock up. And we got Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner, who, by the way, lead all linebackers in the league in sacks. When you look at linebacker sacks in the NFL right now, you're going to see number 1A and number 1B. And it's Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu, both with 3 sacks on the season right now. Both with 3 sacks in the season right now, 5 weeks through. I love it. If Vandy can beat Bama, why can't we beat the Ravens? And I don't think we're as near an underdog as Vanderbilt was versus Alabama last week. If Jayden slows the game down, it's over for the Ravens defense. And I think he's going to do so. He plays his game each week. Marlon Humphrey is at practice with a walking boot. I believe he's going to play. Ronnie Stanley also banged up. We're going to see. Xavier McKinney, safety of the Green Bay Packers, run Defensive Player of the Week. He forced 2 turnovers and had 3 tackles. He's playing all-pro football for the Packers, so I can't even get too mad at that. I want to see the rookie Wiggins get cooked. Nate Wiggins out of Clemson. They got a dog at young cornerback, but put that boy Terry on him, put a veteran on him, put Luke on him. Go at him. Marlon Humphrey is not at 100%. Go at him. He is getting beat for big plays on a weekly basis right now. Gardner Minshew cooked this defense. Gardner Minshew gave this defense 280, and Roquan Smith is out here talking about Jayden Daniels ain't seen a defense like. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all ain't seen an offense like us yet. Joe Burrow was on y'all head top all last week. He cooked us as well, but our defense got enough stops to give us a chance to win that ball game. We looked a little bit. That game was phenomenal last week. Ravens versus Bengals. It showed exactly why Lamar Jackson is him in this league. What a weird season we're looking at right now. Joe Flacco's throwing for 350 and 3 touchdowns. Geno Smith leads the league in passing yards. The Commanders are 4-1 with a rookie quarterback. Joe Burrow got 12 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and his team is 1-4. This NFL season, anything is liable to happen, and I am so ready for Sunday because this is a heavyweight matchup. Their fans can try to downplay it. Everybody else in the world recognizes that this is not same old Washington coming through that stadium this Sunday. Shouldn't they already know how to contain him? Contain who? Didn't Derrick Henry? Yeah, I believe he did play with Allen and Payne at some point in their college career. Last time we saw Derrick Henry when he was on the Titans, he gave us 102 touchdowns, but we still had every opportunity to win that football game. Carson Wentz threw a pick at the 1-yard line, but we're not in the past. We're living in the present right now. I'm hearing T by the end of the month. T Higgins may be on him. We'll see. I don't think they're going to trade him, but we'll see. Big Phil and Johnny Newton going to eat. Derrick Henry going to have the worst game of his season. And it started slow for Derrick Henry, and then they started to figure out how they're going to make him work in that offense. Did Roquan Smith not learn what Cam did from the Bengals? You know, bulletin board material. It's not like we need anything to get us up because Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury, Joe Witt Jr., they're going to have our team up. They're going to have our team pumped, and they're going to have our team ready to go regardless. So We're going to be ready to go. We don't need bulletin board material, but I'm glad they're giving us more to chew on. Forgot what it's like to have that can't wait feeling for Sunday's phenom at quarterback. Sky is the limit. The T thing is from ESPN Insider on Hoffman's show. So he said T. Higgins may be available by the deadline. What did Roquan say? He didn't say nothing too crazy. He said something I expect a top dollar elite linebacker in this league to say. He said he understands the threat that Jayden Daniels opposes when he starts moving and gets his legs going, but Jayden Daniels hasn't seen a defense like ours yet. He said he also mentioned that Baltimore is 15-2 in their last 17 matchups against rookie quarterbacks, but that's a stat that means nothing to me because they haven't run into Jayden Daniels yet. And we also are harping on CJ Stroud wasn't able to get anything off on the Baltimore Ravens last year. In the playoff game against the Ravens, 0 touchdown. In his NFL debut against the Ravens, 0 touchdown. But this ain't CJ Stroud, and this ain't the last 17 rookies y'all have played against. Y'all are playing against a rookie through 5 weeks that's leading the best offense in the NFL. First in scoring, third in yards, and is in the MVP discussions 5 weeks into it. I got Derrick Henry on my fantasy team, but fuck that. Yeah, man. Derrick Henry going to get his on Sunday, but that ain't going to be enough. That ain't going to be enough. As long as we can, try to contain Lamar Jackson's superpowers, we got a chance on Sunday. The Commanders are the underdogs again, and I feel more comfortable for us to win. This is how we should feel going forward. As long as we got coaches that coach and number 5 behind center, Washington has a chance to win the game. Point blank, period. I don't care about if we're the underdog or the favorite anymore, but I do love when they count us out. The one thing I know without a shadow of a doubt is Jayden lives for these games. The Florida game last year, the Alabama game. Jayden lives for the big moment. He doesn't go for any of the media bullshit. He will not be high on his own success. He immediately shakes whatever game that just finishes off his body and moves on to the next week. Such a professional. Such a professional. He goes and speaks to the media. He gives them nothing. He really doesn't even care about those conversations with the media. He answers his question. As soon as they ask the last question, "Are y'all good?" I'm out. He's in and out of there. He's not a guy that wants to sit and talk about himself all day. He's not a me guy. He's not an egotistical guy, but don't get it twisted. As humble and soft-spoken as that man is, off the field, on the field, he's a killer. He's laser focused. He has athletic arrogance. He knows he's that motherfucker when he's on that football field on Sunday. 24-hour rule. Bucky Brooks, the only one on NFL Network to pick us to win. Shout out Bucky Brooks. Shout out to Bucky Brooks, former North Carolina Tar Heels. Number 1 offense. I know. Through 5 weeks of the season, Washington leads the league in points per game. 31.5 points per game. Third in yards. And if you look at the EPA, estimated yards per play, all of those advanced pie chart analytics, Washington sits in its own category in all of them. We have the most efficient passing/running offense in the entire league right now. And Baltimore has to stop us. They got to stop our run game. We don't have to come out throwing all game just because they're going to sell for the run. Go ahead and sell for the run if you want to. Go ahead and start sending extra rushers if you want to. Because when that screen goes right over top the heads of your first level of your defense and Austin Eckler, Luke McCaffrey, Terry McLaurin, when they take them screens to your third level of your defense and we're marching up and down the field on M&T Bank Stadium on Sunday, you're gonna say, "Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up." So go ahead and stack your box. Go ahead and give us some 7-man rushes and go ahead and sell out for the run and see what happens to you on Sunday. I feel good about this one. I like the way we match up with this football team. I really feel like we're winning this game on Sunday. I really do feel like I got us 31-30. How about you? I got us 31-30 on Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens. That is not Ray Lewis's Baltimore Ravens. That is not Ed Reed's Baltimore Ravens. I feel confident about this one, y'all. I feel confident, and we should feel confident as a fan base about this one because they are beatable. That's a beatable football team. We've played the Bengals this year just like they played the Bengals this year. They put fear in y'all's heart. They put fear in y'all's heart. Y'all seen this team play this year. Do they put fear in y'all's heart? Be honest with me. I know Lamar Jackson is him. I know Derrick Henry is him. I know Zay Flowers, when they decide to use him, is him. But so is Jayden Daniels. So is Brian Robinson Jr. So is Austin Eckler. We got that shit on us too. It ain't just them. It ain't just them no more. We got that dog in us too. Come on, man. Come on, man. Talk to us nicely. We coming in for this upset on Sunday with the whole world watching at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I think we stopped their offense this week 30-24. I'm with it. I had more fear from the Giants. You know how we do versus the Giants. Unpopular opinion. I'm glad it's at 1 p.m. I don't want to wait all day for the game. He said, fuck all that primetime shit. He said, fuck all that primetime shit y'all talking about. He said, y'all can keep all that shit. He said, y'all can keep all that shit. I'm good. I'm good. I ain't mad at that tape. I ain't mad at that tape because I do like to get the game out the way, but prime time, I just feel like this is such a momentous matchup. This is Lamar versus Jayden. They like to throw these stupid ass comps out every year. Oh my God, Lamar Jackson, Jayden Daniels is Lamar Jackson 2.0, blah, blah, blah. You know how they do. You know how they do. And it just feels like something that should be seen on a wider audience. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Because this just feels like such a good matchup. But I'm so excited for it. Jayden Daniels, 4 weeks out of the first 5 of the season, has won Rookie of the Week. Pepsi Zero Sugar named the award after him so far in a week that looked like it was consensus going to go to Caleb Williams. Jayden Daniels wins it again. I have some more content ready to go for y'all a little bit later in the day, and we may do a watch party for tonight for Thursday Night Football. Just wanted to chime quickly on Jayden Daniels winning another Rookie of the Week. Smash that like button on the way out the door. I'll be here for another pre-recorded video and a watch party stream tonight. I will holler at y'all a little bit later. Hail to the Washington Commanders. Shout out to Jayden Daniels for